Hey everybody, welcome to Did You Hear About This? I'm Bill.
I am Scott.
What's new with you?
Not a whole lot of anything. How about you?
Really not a whole lot of anything. It's only been a few days since we last recorded.
It's true, but a lot happened in those few days.
Why? What happened?
Well, I did not take your advice.
Well, that's usually good.
Well, no, I regret not taking your advice in this case. You gave a thumbs down opinion on Jurassic World with Scarlett Johansson.
Right, I only got 20 minutes into it.
I watched the whole thing.
How'd you get past the 20 minutes I got stuck on?
Well, I broke it into 2 nights. Chase watched it with me.
Okay.
He wanted to go back. I would have never gone back if it weren't for him. And I must say, insufferable.
Yeah.
Like, once you get past that 20 minutes of complete indifference, you start to really learn to hate it.
It was when they introduced the new characters on the boat.
But they never introduced the new character. Like, I didn't care about any of those people. There was no character development at all. And what I really learned was, as much as I thought Jurassic Park was all about dinosaurs, and it is, like, I didn't change my mind on that, it's only fun when they eat people that you give some sort of shit about. These were just rando, they were like, what do they call an NPC in a video game?
Yeah.
They were NPCs that were there to get eaten. And one guy walks in and says something snarky to everybody else, and you're like, oh, he's a dick. He's going to get eaten. Within 20 minutes, that guy was fucking eaten.
Yeah, that's the formula.
Oh, it's so bad. It was so bad.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. You should have taken my advice.
Yeah, you really should have. Yes. No, I 100% agree. I should have taken your advice.
Yeah, I bailed when they introduced like brand new characters on the boat. It was a family.
The family that got, yes.
And I'm like, so they're going to bump into the other group of people that I was first introduced to, and then they're all
this is a fun game. So you tell me, based on seeing the first 20 minutes, how you thought it was going to go and how it was going to end, and I'll tell you probably how exactly right you are.
Well, I thought for sure the boyfriend was going to die.
No.
Really? The dad?
Nope.
So the whole family survives, because I know the kid isn't going to die.
Correct.
And the young lady isn't going to die.
Correct.
So the whole family survives.
The whole family survived. In fact, the stoner boyfriend actually kind of got his shit together and did some like stand-up hero-y types thing. That was his character arc.
Right. Okay.
It was a redemption arc. He didn't seem like as much of a fuck up in the eyes of the father because he saw quality in his character.
And then I figured everybody else but Scarlett Johansson dies.
And the scientist, the head scientist, that was like...
Oh, he survived it too?
Well, he cared a lot about the dinosaurs. Oh. It's almost as though these dinosaurs can tell who's a good guy and who's a bad guy.
Oh, right.
They were fantastic judges of character.
So that's a lot of survivors for a Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah, and traditional, no. And in typical Jurassic Park fashion, they kind of just sail off into the sunset, just leaving room for the next sequel.
Yeah, I didn't think there was going to be a catch.
There was no resolution.
No gotcha ending.
No. Yeah. Within the first 5 minutes, there is a scene from 32-year flashback where there's an accident on this island. And this island is a place where they breed hybrid dinosaurs. They're crossing DNA and whatnot. And there's people, they have to have keys on either side of a glass door, and they're all in hazmat suits. And a Snickers wrapper, I think it was, gets sucked into a door.
So dumb.
Chase called. The Chase was like, oh, that's going to malfunction the door, and the door's going to get stuck open.
Yeah.
Sure enough, it got sucked into a door. The door got stuck open. And after it was all said and done, Chase looks at me and he goes, so if you're working in a lab where there's dinosaurs and you're on this side of the lab, why would you have a door that's dinosaur size that they could even come through in the first place? Wouldn't you just have a human sized door to get through? So that way, even if something happened to the door, they just wouldn't fit through it.
That's a great point.
I was like, well, you should have wrote this.
Yeah.
You would have done better than these Universal assholes.
Wow. That makes total sense.
Yeah. I mean, he just saw the flaw in that engineering.
Yeah. I was already bored by that point.
That was the first 3 minutes.
They're introducing new dinosaurs. There's these new types of dinosaurs. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. So.
Is there a T-Rex in the whole thing?
Yeah. T-Rex acts like a giant dog.
What?
He plays peekaboo at some point with a raft and that family. T-Rex can swim, but apparently he can't walk around a boulder. It was a whole thing. T-Rex was actually enjoyable. I enjoyed T-Rex.
Is that the same T-Rex from the first Jurassic Park?
Can't be. It was a different island.
Oh, this was a different... I didn't even pay attention. I just could not focus on this movie.
So, I mean, to wrap up and to tie it back to last week, did you hear about this? Gives Jurassic World with Scarlett Johansson 2 thumbs down now.
2 giant raspberries.
That's right. So, aside from that, I did a lot of TV watching this week, actually. I watched the Ford versus Ferrari.
Okay, I wanted to watch that. I never got around to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge race fan, but goddamn, if Matt Damon and what's his name? Christian Bale, they can fucking act.
Oh, good for you.
I almost said it was Brad Pitt.
No, it's not. It's Christian Bale.
He's in that other racing movie.
F1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It was good. I mean, I don't know much about 24-hour longevity races, and I didn't know the history of the whole thing, but it was funny to watch Ford beat Ferrari. Spoiler.
Oh, you ruined it for
well,
me.
You know what's going to happen. I mean, this is another one where we can tell, like, oh, they're going to come back and get revenge. And yeah, sure enough.
Were there any dinosaurs in it?
No.
It needed dinosaurs.
No dinosaurs. No dinosaurs. But it was a really good movie. I did enjoy it. And then the new Daredevil dropped.
I watched it. I watched the first episode.
Yeah, I won't get too deep into that one, but what are you feeling so far? You going back for more?
Yeah, I'll finish it. It's okay. Sister Michelle was asking me what I thought of it. I said it needs more Deadpool. It needs more Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like, there just isn't enough Daredevil in this Daredevil show. There's a lot of stuff in between Daredevil.
Yeah, it's still faster paced than what season 1 was. I am enjoying it so far.
I guess it is a little faster paced.
I sent you a text, I don't know if you saw it. The one great thing about this season, 100% more Matthew Lillard.
You like him in it?
I think he's going to be funny, yeah. He's going to be a pivotal role.
Did you hear Quentin Tarantino said he was a terrible actor?
Yeah, he should just go away.
And it really bummed him out.
Dude, people came out of the woodwork to support him on Reddit.
Yeah, they
like,
did.
Fuck you, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, why would you all of a sudden attack Matthew Lillard?
I know, right? Leave Shaggy alone.
Zoinks!
What's going on with Quentin Tarantino just calling people out? Like, that guy's a terrible actor. Like, dude, you're in the same business with him. Just be cool. You don't need to be saying bad
He's not
shit.
even auditioning for your movies. Don't hire him. Don't shit talk him. I mean, God.
Yeah.
Live and let live, right?
And there's way worse actors to be picking on.
Sure.
Pauly Shore, go after him.
Pauly Shore. There you go. Oh, I tried watching that Halo. The Halo series that was like originally on...
Oh, really? From years ago?
Yeah, it's now on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
And I just stumbled across it because originally it was on a channel I didn't have, like maybe Showtime?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm not going back for it.
No, he took the helmet off.
Yeah, in episode 1, I thought it was going to make a reveal. I was like, who cares about this jabroni?
I hate that. They do that in the Marvel movies too. You see these guys unmasked more than you see them with their masks on.
Yeah.
They're superheroes. Their masks are supposed to stay on.
It's probably in the actor's contract.
It probably
show that
is.
moneymaker.
Oh my God. The end game and Infinity War. It's like Spider-Man couldn't keep his fucking mask on.
That was in his rider.
You barely saw him with his mask on. Every chance he got, he took the fucker off.
No wonder you're wishing nobody knew who the fuck you were. How can you have a secret identity if you don't keep your mask on,
Right.
dummy?
Right. Dummy.
What an idiot. Well, where do we go from here? You want to talk news? You want to... I brought a little story here for us.
I don't have a whole lot of news stories. I basically ran downstairs and quickly, scrubbed the internet. So I might have some things to talk about, but I know you brought something.
I did.
You brought something that sounds pretty fun.
We didn't even think we had enough for a show today, honestly. And then I found this on my lunch break. I came across an article, and it is entitled 11 series that were canceled due to actors' bad behavior.
This sounds like a Watch Mojo episode.
It wasn't on YouTube. I don't even know what it came from. I did try to go back and find the article after I printed it, and then I couldn't find the source. I think it was on my on a Yahoo feed or something. I don't even know.
Good. We're going to rip it off.
We're stealing it
and not even give it credit. I love it.
Now, some of these I was aware of. Some of these we even talked about or hinted on here before, but there were some that I just completely forgot about, or some that I didn't even know about. And the thing that sparked this entire story and the entire article came about because this past week, March 19th, ABC canceled the next season of The Bachelorette.
Right.
You heard about this?
Yes.
So I guess The Bachelorette was seen in a video a domestic violence situation.
Oh, yeah. I saw the video.
You did?
Yeah. She's throwing chairs. She's out of control.
Yeah. Well, and I guess it was all in front of her son. So
Right.
ABC was like, whoa, we're not going to show The Bachelorette season 22 here. We're going to take a break on this and pull the plug.
Yeah.
So this article is all, hey, how many other times did this happen? Like their behavior was the reason that they basically lost their show.
Oh, this sounds great. This is right up my alley.
So The Bachelorette, that was number one
Was
here
that
on the
number one?
list. It
Yeah.
certainly was. This one here, I know you're going to have heard about. This was big news. But in 2018, when ABC brought Roseanne back,
Right.
Roseanne Barr.
Right.
Yeah.
I forget what she tweeted, but I know it was a tweet.
Well, let me tell you what she tweeted. This was certainly a situation where old people should just not be on social media, you know? So what ended up happening was basically Roseanne went on and posted a racist tweet comparing a black politician to a monkey.
Get out. That's what she did?
That's what she did.
I don't remember it being that fucking bad.
Well, ABC came out in a statement saying that her comments were abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values.
Yeah.
And later the show went on to kill Roseanne and then actually renamed the show from Roseanne to The Connors.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Roseanne...
That didn't last long either. That didn't work. No.
It went on for like 2 more seasons, I think.
Did it? I
yeah,
thought it
John
failed
Goodman carried it.
Oh, I thought it failed right away.
No, I think it went on for like 2 more seasons.
Okay.
Yeah. Roseanne went on to say that the tweet was a joke, and she's continued to like defend what she said. She told Variety last year that the way I feel about it is God told me to do it, and I did it. And what happened was a nuclear bomb. So whatever.
Such an idiot.
God told me to do it.
Right?
That doesn't sound like the kind of thing God tells you to do.
Exactly. Like, not my God.
Yeah, which God? Oh my God.
Does your God wear a pointy hood and ride horses? And
Right.
yeah. So that was Roseanne. This one here's a blast from the past. I was never and still am not a big reality TV fan, but this was even on my radar. Back in 2014, TLC canceled Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo.
Remember Honey Boo Boo?
I barely remember Honey. I didn't watch any of that Honey Boo Boo stuff.
I mean, she was I'm not going to be mean about a kid. She was an untraditional child beauty pageant contestant. We'll say that.
Okay. That's safe.
It's safe,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm not body shaming a kid, but not the type of kid you typically see in
In a beauty pageant.
a beauty pageant.
Gotcha.
Right. They have a talent portion, though. Anyway, stage mom, Mama June, which was Honey Boo Boo's mom, she was dating or accused of dating a child molester, a convicted child molester. A TLC spokesperson said that the network's only priority was the health and welfare of the children involved. TMZ, who was involved in this, reported that the man she was dating had served nearly 10 years in prison for molesting a child allegedly related to June. She denied the allegation, saying it isn't true. I promise my kids my kids are, the letter R, must have been a tweet, number one priority over anything else, and I would never put them in danger. Meanwhile, Alana Thompson, who is the real name of Honey Boo Boo apparently, admitted that she had mixed feelings about the cancellation, saying she was both happy and sad the show ended. So she was sappy.
Sappy.
Sad happy. That's what she told Oprah
Oh,
in an interview after the show was canceled.
okay.
So Mama June was allegedly dating a child molester.
Wow, I didn't hear this.
They pulled the plug. That's what ended Honey Boo Boo's reign of terror.
Oh, I'm sappy for her.
Kind of sappy, I know this.
I like that you gave her credit for writing R instead of A-R-E.
Well, it's because I can't read the fucking article. I feel like you on this situation. Only that's just stupid. I can't read stupid.
Yeah, I think she doesn't know how to spell R.
I could be too. Number 4. This is a fan of the show. Or at least he was until this article. House of Cards was in the middle of production on season 6 in 2017 when filming was halted following sexual assault allegations against our friend Kevin Spacey.
Our buddy. Our pal.
Now, here's the funny thing about this article. We'll get back to it. So, actor Anthony Rapp alleged Spacey assaulted him at a party when he was 14 and Kevin was 26. I still to this day can't wrap my head around so many aspects of it, he told BuzzFeed News. It's just deeply confusing to me.
Who said that?
I think that was Rapp said that. Spacey responded by calling the story horrific, adding he didn't remember it but apologized for what would have been deeply inappropriate drunken behavior. So by saying what would have been, sounds like you're just like denouncing and denying the whole thing.
Sounds like it. I was just going to say that.
Sounds like somebody really terrible would have done something bad to you, and I feel bad for you. That's not an apology.
No.
Netflix ultimately wrote out Spacey's character to focus on Robin Wright's character. She played his wife in the show. She was the first lady. Well, she became the president after they wrote him out of the show.
Okay.
And then they ended the show after that 6th season, focusing on Robin Wright.
Really?
Yeah. So even in this article, they don't go back and say anything about Spacey being completely absolved of all these charges and allegations.
Well, in the court of public opinion, he's not.
He's not.
Yeah.
They're not reporting that innocent part of it.
Right.
Because he was found not guilty, right?
At the end, yeah.
I guess there's a difference between not guilty and innocent, though, right?
Right.
Yeah,
that's true.
FX cut ties with Louis C.K. in 2017 after he confirmed sexual misconduct allegations from 5 women. The women told New York Times that the comedian either masturbated in front of them or tried involuntarily to masturbate in front of them. So either they were game or they weren't. He was whacking it either way.
Yeah. I heard every one of these cases. That's interesting you say that because I heard every one of the cases. Like he would ask, his gag was to ask for permission, and they'd say, "Yeah, go ahead. Let's see if you'll do it." And then he'd do it, and then he got Me Too'd. So I don't know what the truth is here.
That sounds like something old school Bill would have done back in the day.
I'm lucky I wasn't Me Too.
You're lucky you didn't have a series because Louis got canceled after 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Other things he lost by doing this, FX had him in the works with a show called Better Things. He was in Baskets, which is that Zach Galifianakis show.
Yeah.
One Mississippi and The Cops. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, he was getting big.
Yeah.
His star was rising.
His show, Louis, which had been on extended hiatus since 2015 after its 2010 debut, also appeared to be affected as it never returned for its much-discussed 6th season.
Mm.
This is a show I've never heard of before, and I wish it would have happened for all the wrong reasons. For all the reasons this was canceled, I wanted this show to happen.
What show is this?
All right. I don't even know who this person is. Shawty Lowe. Shawty Lowe's planned reality series, All My Baby's Mamas, was canceled in 2013 before it even aired. The series, which chronicled the rapper's life as father to 11 children by 10 women, sparked backlash and a petition with over 30,000 signatures criticizing it for promoting harmful stereotypes about black families.
Oh, man. Spell Shawty for me. Shawty.
Shawty.
Okay.
Shawty.
I love it.
Now, I didn't want this to happen because of it promoting harmful stereotypes of black families. I just wanted to see that this was going to be a train wreck.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
I mean, you were going to have 10 baby mamas on there. This was going to be worse than Maury and fucking Jerry Springer mixed together. Yeah, this was going to be like a free-for-all.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
So the person that created the petition, a Sabrina Lamb, states, this show is about more than a rapper and his girlfriends. This is a show about kids who had no choice in how they came into the world. This show sets them up to be ridiculed and made fun of. None of us should be okay with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So again, I agree why it didn't happen, but it would have made for great television had it happened. So Oxygen, the network it was going to air on, ultimately decided not to move forward with the project, saying it would focus on developing, quote, content that resonates with its audience.
Okay.
Yes. Shawty Lowe, R.I.P.
Oh, you didn't tell me
You
that.
laughed. Yeah, I didn't know that part either. Shawty Lowe continued his music career, which exploded in 2006 with D4L's Laffy Expletive. I don't know what Laffy Expletive means. Before his untimely death in a car accident in 2016.
Let's try to guess. It's got to be the F word.
It's okay. So it's asterisked out, right?
Yeah.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's too many letters for
laughy bitches. Bitches, laughy bitches.
All right, I like it. That's good.
Should we Google it?
Yeah, let's Google it.
Look it up. Shorty Low.
It says Laffy Taffy.
That can't be. Why would they censor that?
Yeah, it says Laffy Taffy.
Well, fuck this article. I'm gonna call it Laffy Bitches. Laffy Taffy?
That's the name of the video. Yeah. It's the name of the song. Laffy
That
Taffy.
was a letdown.
That can't be right.
Do you think that video's edited?
Can't imagine.
Taffy's only 5 letters. Well, there'd be 6 asterisks.
Here it is. Let's get a copyright strike. Laffy Taffy. Yeah, I don't know.
Disappointing. I was hoping for better. Come on, Shorty.
Shorty.
All right, number 7. After 32 seasons, Cops, filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Bad boys, bad boys.
What you gone? What you gone? It was canceled in 2020 amid nationwide protests about policing following the murder of George Floyd.
That's right. It was canceled because of that.
I didn't know it was still in the air.
I watch it once in a while, still in reruns.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's being played somewhere. Yeah, I don't think it's Cops. I think it's one of those other like LAPD or something like that. There's other versions of the show that are still airing.
Well, let's find out. Paramount Network announced Cops is not on the Paramount Network, and we don't have any current or future plans for its return. At that time, the new season was just 5 days away from airing. However, the cancellation didn't last long, as Fox Nation reportedly picked up the 33rd season just a year later.
All right. Maybe I'm watching Fox Nation.
Are you having racial issues with your show? Fox Nation's your answer,
They got
baby.
you. They got you.
They got you back, Shorty.
Live PD. I
bet you Fox Nation would have shown Shorty Lowe's All My Baby's Mamas. They don't mind putting out bad racial stereotypes.
Cops.
Yeah.
I remember Cops. Yeah, I used to watch Cops.
Cops used to be on like every Friday night, I remember. Like new episodes every Friday.
And it was always the cops like behaving so perfectly well. Like you never got one bad cop in the bunch.
Not that they showed on television.
They
that was
wouldn't
before
show it.
body cams. That was the original body cam, I guess. But it was a camera crew following them.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. What's the one thing you remember about Cops? Like, what's the one thing that came out of Cops that's probably the most pop culture reference thing ever?
Oh, geez, I don't know. It's just a lot of drunk people. I love watching drunk people act drunk.
Nope. The correct answer is the term wife beater.
Wife beater. The T-shirt?
The T-shirt. The A-frame tank top undershirt
Oh, really?
that all the people that were beating their wives was wearing. That's where it came
Is
from.
that really
Cops.
true? I didn't know that.
That's where we got the term.
How about that? All right.
All the rednecks down there sitting in baby pools, cooling off in that Mississippi summer,
Yeah.
wearing their wife beaters.
All right.
Because the cops always came for domestic violence
That's right.
problems. And what was the uniform of choice? Wife
The wife
beaters.
beater. I never knew that.
Yep.
You learn something every day.
There you have it. Number 8. A major hit for TLC, 19 Kids and Counting. More reality TV.
I don't even know this one.
Yeah. It came crashing down in 2016 after reports surfaced that the family's eldest son, Joshua Duggar, had molested 5 girls, including 4 of his sisters.
Oh, the Duggars. I've heard of the Duggars.
He did this all while he was a teenager. Josh later admitted to the behavior in a statement saying he had, quote, acted inexcusably and was extremely sorry, also in quotes. He added that he had also received counseling at that time with the, quote, understanding that if I continued down this wrong road, that I would end up ruining my life. TLC subsequently canceled the series after 10 seasons, but the scandal didn't end there, because in 2021, Josh was arrested and later convicted on charges related to child sex abuse material, which is probably like kiddie porn and shit
Yeah.
like that. So we got another fucking Jared from Subway here.
Right.
He's currently serving a 12-year prison sentence.
That's it?
12 years.
12 years.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of smoke there if there's not fire, you know?
Right. Right. Yeah, I've heard of the Duggars. I don't know why I know that name, the Duggars.
Right, because they're fucking their sisters. All right, number 9. I've never heard of this one. This one's probably the most tragic of them. So careful with your laughs.
Yeah, okay.
Not that Shorty wasn't tragic, but Megan Wants to Be a Millionaire followed Megan Hauserman's search for love after her appearance on Rock of Love with Bret Michaels.
I know who Megan is.
You do?
Yeah, I absolutely do.
Well,
I don't know that anything bad happened to her.
you're about to find out.
Wow.
It was pulled from the air just weeks into its run after contestant Ryan Jenkins became a suspect in the murder of his wife, Jasmine Fiore. So a contestant on the show trying to win the hand of Miss Megan here killed his wife, allegedly. In August 2009, Jasmine's body was found in a suitcase following what had been described as a, quote, blowout fight with Ryan days earlier. After being charged with Jasmine's murder, Ryan fled and later died by suicide in a Canadian hotel room.
Holy shit.
A lot of death going on here. In response, VH1 not only pulled Megan Wants to Be a Millionaire, but also I Love Money 3, another reality series featuring Ryan.
Yeah, I remember Megan from Rock of Love.
Do you know
And she
Ryan?
had Charms. No, I don't know who that is. But she went on and did another reality show called Charm School or something like that.
my
Does that ring a
God.
bell?
No, I didn't watch any of this stuff.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it because I was a fan of Bret Michaels from Poison. And he was the guy from Rock of Love at the time.
Would you believe Dustin Hoffman's involved in some of this insanity?
Dustin Hoffman. Is this with Meryl Streep?
No? What's that?
He in one of the movies he got all amped up and he slapped her off screen.
Oh, I do remember hearing about that.
Yeah, we might have even.
This
talked
wasn't even
about
that long ago. We were doing show at the time, yeah.
Yeah, no, it happened a long time ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Maybe
it's
we just
only
talked
coming
about
up now.
Oh, okay. No, this has nothing to do with that.
He had some idea that he could get her into character if he smacked her.
I remember you doing that story, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it was way back.
Yeah, that's way back. That's 70s.
Well, this is released in 2011. HBO's Luck starred Dustin Hoffman as a gambler who was attempting to gain control of a horse racing track. The series was already in production on its second season when it was abruptly canceled after a third horse associated with the show got injured. 2 horses had previously been euthanized after sustaining injuries during filming in 2010 and 2011, drawing criticism from animal rights organizations including PETA and the American Humane Association. Although new protocols were put in place and production resumed, problems arose again in 2012 when a third horse, which I think would be a fourth horse, had to be euthanized. Oh, maybe the third horse, I guess the third horse wasn't euthanized, it was just injured. And now another horse, so a fourth injured horse, is being euthanized after falling and hitting its head while being led to a stable. Despite the incident not occurring during filming or racing, the AHA called for all productions involving horses to be shut down. Just a day later, HBO announced its difficult decision to cancel the show, noting that while they, quote, maintain the highest safety standards possible, it was, quote, impossible to guarantee future incidents wouldn't occur. It still deeply wounds me, Dustin later told The Hollywood Reporter about the cancellation, describing media coverage of the situation as distorted. Distorted? Were there dead horses or weren't there, Dustin? What are we talking about?
Yeah, right.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's a weird one.
Yeah. I guess it really had nothing to do with Dustin Hoffman. I guess it was kind of misleading to think that he had something to do with it.
Throw him into the
He
fire.
was quoted. Fuck you. You slap bitches.
Yeah. I don't even remember that show. What was it called? Luck?
Luck.
Yeah, that doesn't even ring a bell.
It was way back in 2011.
What's the last thing he's been in? Meet the Fockers?
Last thing I remember. Well, and number 11. Here we are. We've reached the end of this list.
All right.
This is something that you're going to have feelings about, I believe. I didn't know this was alleged, but according to Bill Maher, Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher got canceled after remarks he made in the aftermath of the September 11th attacks. Do you hear anything about this?
No, I didn't know that.
I had no idea. I thought it just ran its course, and he went on to do
Real Talk.
Real Talk.
Yeah, on HBO.
Real Talk?
Yeah, I think it's called Real Talk.
Yeah. During an episode, Bill challenged the idea that the hijackers were, quote, cowards, saying, "We have been the cowards. Lobbing cruise missiles from 2,000 miles away, that's cowardly. Staying in the airplane when it hits the building, say what you want about it, that's not cowardly." End
All right.
quote.
I remember that.
I
Yeah.
don't remember anything about this.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
His remarks sparked immediate outrage, drawing criticism from advertisers, which, hit him in the wallet, network executives, which probably didn't care except for the advertisers, and even the White House, which, okay. It also significantly damaged the show's standing. Within a year, it was canceled and on track to be replaced by Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I had no idea.
That was that long ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, 2001, probably. So 2002 is when it would have happened.
Yeah,
It's 24 years ago, Bill, if you can believe that.
It's a crazy statement, but do you have the right to say it?
First Amendment, you can say what you want.
Supposedly.
But then advertisers can decide whether or not this is the beauty of a capitalist society.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, it was the advertisers that pulled out, and they had to make a business decision.
Yeah. There were some other notable stories or notable shows. Paula Deen from the Food Network having a very traditionally themed plantation wedding for one of her sons.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, that got her show canceled. Gina Carano with her, again, people being on social media that probably shouldn't be, getting her pulled from The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I forget what she said.
She equated having to wear a mask to being a Jewish person during the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And then she was backed by Elon Musk to sue Disney for wrongful termination of employment.
Yeah.
But in all of this, she also there was a whole other series that she was going to be in called like Rangers of the New Galaxy or something. It was a whole other Star Wars thing she was going to be in. Not happening. She was going to be in this coming May's Mandalorian and Grogu. They just completely disappeared her character from anything that came afterwards.
She's having a UFC fight
against Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm gonna watch that.
I'm not a UFC person, but there you have it. Behave yourself, and you'll still have a show.
Yeah, if I were famous, man, I'd be so tight-lipped. I wouldn't say anything that I'd normally say. I'd be.
I'd really clean up my act.
I'd be like, I wouldn't even talk. You'd never hear from me.
Oh man!
You know whose nose is clean? Bill. He never says anything bad. Yeah, because I'm famous, and I don't want to lose my nest egg here.
Always looking over your shoulder, man. People are always watching.
Yeah. How are you? Good morning. That's all I'm going to say. Hello. Yes. Actually, yes can get you in trouble.
That's right.
Just walk away.
Well, no matter how well behaved you are, somebody will AI you doing something bad. You'll get canceled.
Well, this is a perfect segue to the news, as you mentioned AI. You want to jump into the news real fast?
Let's do it. Let's wrap this thing up.
Remember we were talking about Sora?
Uh-huh.
Remember we were talking about the Disney deal with Sora?
Yep.
Well, out of the blue, 2 days ago, OpenAI has come out and said we're closing Sora.
What?
Sora is just being shut down.
Is this because it's predicted by 2028 that AI is going to take over and kill humanity?
I read somewhere, and it's not in this article from Variety that I'm going to be reading just a second, but I heard that it's because they have computing problems inside of OpenAI. They have all these side projects. Sora is a side project.
Right.
It's not the main chat app.
Right.
And the computing has to be, spread pretty thin as it's going to all of these different side apps.
Because it's OpenAI is the company, but they have ChatGPT, they have Sora, they have
a browser, they have other things that they're trying to build to try to get people to fall in love with OpenAI.
A computation computer problem.
That's what I read. This article from Variety doesn't know why they did it.
Okay.
So this article is called "OpenAI Will Shut Down Sora Video App. Disney Drops Plans for $1 billion Investment."
Say it was $1 billion with a B.
$1 million.
Yeah. We're saying goodbye to Sora. To everyone who created with Sora, shared it, and built community around it, thank you. What you made with Sora mattered. And we know the news is disappointing, OpenAI's Sora team said in a statement. What you made mattered. You made absolute slop.
In a related story, Val Kilmer will not be in a new movie.
Holy shit. Yeah. I hope they rendered that Val Kilmer stuff before they shut down Sora.
They'll use some other software. Somebody's gonna come right along and fill this hole.
We talked about Seed Dance. There's other ones out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Sora got pretty big. You were watching Sora videos with me a couple months ago. We were just watching slop on YouTube.
I was watching Stephen Hawking in like Monster Jam with monster trucks.
Right.
And Tony Hawk in it on the half pipe. And yeah.
What you made with Sora mattered, they said.
Mattered.
So yeah, I mean, everybody was kind of surprised. Nobody saw that just getting shut down.
Do you think there's any possibility that you had made the prediction? You thought that maybe OpenAI was going to be one of the early casualties.
Could be. I mean, they're running ads now.
But you were thinking because it was a financial thing and they couldn't make money with it. That's what the ads were coming on for. And then Claude came along and made fun of them. And yeah.
Well, they're going against Google, who's got, billions and trillions and gazillions of dollars.
Yeah.
So they're finding that it's hard to run a business when you're that deep in debt.
Well,
but it's funny that Disney backed this horse and all of a sudden sort of closed and they're like, we got to get out of this thing.
But as a company, they clearly saw value in what Sora was doing. So they got $1 billion burning a hole in their pocket.
A Disney rep said in a statement to Variety, as the nascent AI field advances rapidly, we respect OpenAI's decision to exit the video generation business and to shift its priorities elsewhere. We appreciate the constructive collaboration between our teams and what we learned from it, and we will continue to engage with AI platforms to find new ways to meet fans where they are while responsibly embracing new technologies that respect IP and the rights of creators. What a perfectly written statement.
What a lot of words that really don't say much of anything.
That was written by a lawyer.
Yes, it was.
So there you go. Say goodbye to Sora. We barely knew ye. Did you hear about the new Lord of the Rings project?
Another one?
There's another one coming after this Gollum movie that they're making. I think we talked about that coming out.
Yeah.
The Hunt for Gollum coming out in 2027. Guess who's writing this movie?
Danny McBride.
Stephen Colbert.
Oh, he's a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Stephen Colbert and his son in development at Warner Brothers.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm surprised. I didn't know he was a big...
He is maybe the biggest Lord of the Rings fan on television. He might fucking speak Elvish.
Oh, Elvish.
Not Elvis.
Oh.
A honka burning love.
Honka. All right, so he gets onto I guess this is like a social media thing where Peter Jackson's talking about, hey, guess what's coming up? And then brings in Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert says, you know what the books mean to me and what your films mean to me, Colbert told Jackson. But the thing I found myself reading over and over again were the 6 chapters early on in The Fellowship of the Rings.
I know what this is about.
That y'all never developed into the first movie in the day. It's basically the chapter 3 is company through Fog on Barrows Downs. And I thought, oh, wait, maybe that could be its own story that could fit into the larger story. Could we make something that was completely faithful to the books while also being completely faithful to the movies that you guys had already made? He's asking. I never read these books. I barely remember the movies.
Yeah, I can imagine 3.5 hour movies were going to be your cup of tea, Bill.
Yeah. I liked The Lord of the Rings. I enjoyed watching all the movies, but then I go, it's too fucking big to go back to. All right. Well, you excited for the new Lord of the Rings stuff?
I didn't watch the last series that came out. I think I struggled through the Hobbit trilogy. So, I mean, like the original 3 movies that came out, I did read the books. I did read The Hobbit, but The Hobbit was 1 book. It wasn't 3. You know what I mean? Like they turned 1 book into 3 movies.
I liked the Hobbit stuff. That was okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was just too much. Then came out that series.
Yeah, I forgot. Was that part of Peter Jackson's universe?
No, it was a whole different thing.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going back to the
This
Peter
is
Jackson
going back to
universe.
Peter Jackson, which is cool.
Yeah. All right.
What do you think of Peter Jackson's King Kong with Jack Black?
I remember liking it.
Yeah, me
and
too.
nobody really seemed to like it other than me and you.
We're the 2.
Yeah, we're the 2. Yeah, I remember thinking it was pretty good.
Adrian Brody was in there. It was really Adrian Brody. It wasn't. I mean, Jack Black was there, but he was just a cinematographer.
That's right. Jack Black was there.
Yeah. He was like a real Orson Welles type guy.
Yeah. I'd have to go back and watch that again. That wasn't bad. That was a good movie.
It was better than Jurassic World.
It's better than the stuff that they were doing with Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. King Kong. All right. How about one more story?
All right.
From Variety, Ryan Gosling. Everybody loves Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling tells Hollywood it's not moviegoers' jobs to keep theaters open. It's our job to make things that are worth viewers coming out.
Amen.
Amen. Sometimes when they were talking about you guys got to get out there, you got to get to the theaters, they made it really feel like it was our, responsibility to keep
people
theaters
just
open.
want to stream. People don't care. They just want to stream. Fuck you. I'll go out and watch something. You get me out of my ass. I can get out of my house and watch something.
You got to make it
Give
good.
me a reason.
You got to make it worth our while.
Yeah.
So how about that? This guy's saying that in front of all of Hollywood. They're probably like, you shitheads, shut up. Don't say that. Don't make it our responsibility to make good crap.
Yeah. I mean, really, everything that we're striking over is happening anyway. And the writing didn't get any better. Yeah. I agree with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about the story. It was just a headline in Variety, and I was like, all right, I'm going to agree with this guy.
This just in, somebody in Hollywood speaking the truth.
Somebody in Hollywood not full of shit.
This breaking news just in.
And we cover. You heard it here
You heard it
first.
here first. Oh, man. Well, there it is. Always bringing you the breaking news. You'll hear this 5 days from now.
Breaking.
So don't watch anything till then. You'll hear the Ryan Gosling breaking news from us. And tell a friend. Talk to you next week.
Zoinks!